Right. This live stream tonight is a big question. We're doing big questions now on our YouTube evenings or YouTube lives. Not every single live will be this, but we're calling it the big question show with teacher Tommy T. Now, the big question for you, okay, is this. Should schools, especially in PE, have competition? Should there be a winner and a loser, and that's it? You're first, you're second, you're third, that's it. Or should schools, in your opinion, be discouraging it and just having participation medals? What are your thoughts to this? Do you think it's going to prevent you from taking part in sports if you know that you basically won't, if you don't win, you're not going to get anything for it? Or what do you think? Do you think competition is really healthy? Like you go for a job interview, there's winners and losers, aren't there, at a job interview? So you either get it or you don't. Does competition prepare you for life, for those moments? So I have my own opinion. I think participation is key, and I think it's good to have healthy competition as well. And the last thing any teacher wants is any student to feel out of place, not taking part or like even put off. But on tonight's show, it's not about what I think, it's about what you think. And of course, I'll have a summary, a bit like an old-fashioned Tommy T's final thought. I wonder where we got that idea from. God rest his soul. But yes, let me know in the comments, winning, losing, taking part, what do you think? It's time to read the comments section. Okay, happy birthday to Maya, first don't. That's the first thing I read. So this comes from Aqualung. This comes from Buddy Ollie 99. Personally, I think it encourages people to keep going. Nice. I can see where you're coming from with that one. We have a sports day in our school, and we'd win in teams. But I think in the higher years, there are winners and losers. Yes, I totally get it. The older you get, it's quite clear, isn't it? Yeah, when you're younger, it's something that in some school, like some people in football games or soccer games, they don't count the scoreline. They just say, "Well done, everyone played." Yes, you can improve in things, and you won't always win. And that's that. Very good. Thank you so much, Frogs. HG does stuff. I think there should be, because if there aren't, they won't really know what they did wrong. Yes, good point. And why are at that place? It kind of prepares you as well for moments in life. It does. Things in life happen. It's without your control, and it's tough, and it's how you become stronger through that. Okay, very good. We're getting a lot of yes, we should. Let me know in the comments, though, and feel free. This is a totally open forum. There's no judging. If you think differently, you think, no, I don't like it, it's discouraged me, let us know in the comments if you feel happy to do so. Yes, certainly, in occasions, there should be winners and losers. But for like daily activities, definitely there should be a participation points forever. Yes, I agree with that. I definitely like that idea. I think in sports day, there should be a participation point system. Absolutely agree with that. I love that system. Well said. So as a PE teacher, when I do sports day, I do participation point systems. So if you play for your team, you instantly earn a point for playing. But of course, I definitely hand out lots of bonus points if a team significantly wins, scores a lot of goals. Yes. So I like that. Meeting halfway kind of there, aren't we? Compromising. So what football team do you support? Unfortunately, Norwich City Football Club. What a woeful season we've had. But I think the plan is to go up next season. If that is the plan. If it is, it's genius. If this is not, it's not looking good for us. 1 win in 10. Oh, awful. We've got Gryffindor, Wolves, and Layla says, it always makes me a little sad when I get last, as I often do. But it's fine because it's good for the future, as I said before. So now I think that's an incredibly strong statement, also quite a tough thing to say, and very brave. It isn't great. I've finished last in lots of different sports. Tennis. I'm not a great tennis player, all right? Rugby. Do I look built for rugby? But I participated, had a go. And yeah, when I lost, I learned stuff. And if I can improve on those losses, so for instance, getting hit 10-0 or 40 love, 40 love, 40 love, if I could get one on that game, I would be improving. I certainly like to go up against the best. So when I play football, I don't like to play against people who are not as good as me. I find it really off-putting. I feel then I have to kind of descale my skills a little bit. And I'm not really going for it. I love playing people who are better than me because I then strive to beat them. So I really agree with that. And I know how that feels when you keep losing. So Willy Wonka, legend on this live show. Constantly, I've seen your name on here. Yes, makes people want to participate more and adds more fun and excitement to things. It also prepares people that you can't win everything all the time in life. That's very true. My wife is here. She, I would say, is not a sporting person, really. She does do things like badminton and jogging. I would say jogging, when she kind of strides. So we're going to hear from my wife, who is also quite competitive when it comes to board games and SingStar. So this will be an interesting mix. She's now rethinking, I think. So Catherine, you need to come a bit closer? I can't always hear you. So she is here.
I think you need to have winners and losers, and that I saw a very good TED talk on it from that Simon Sinek, who said, unfortunately, the generation who have not been brought up to have winners and losers then struggle later in life because they can't face not being able to get things because they've always been told you're always a winner, you're the best.
Yeah.
But the one thing I did not like at school was where you had to pick teams. I hated that. That made me anxious. I was never picked last, but I just think that side of it is horrible. If I was to obliterate anything, I think it should be just random. That's the bit I never liked in sport. I always felt bad for other people.
I second everything she's just said. As a PE teacher myself, I choose the teams. And I actually also know which students are going to struggle against certain other students because you get to know your students. So I either do 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. One's over there, two's over there. A, B, A, B, A, B, C, D, A, B, C, D. Or I've already had a chat with my teacher assistant, had a chat with someone else. Couldn't agree more with that. And that's unlike us to agree on things. So I agree full-heartedly with that one. Tommy, a couple of weeks ago, you told me some advice about my mate with ADHD. I tried your tips and he finally passed his report all week. Whoa, nice. I mean, do you know what? I don't think I did anything. I think your friend and you did. You took some time to support your friend. He felt supported. He followed probably a little bit of advice that he probably already knew just to reinforce it. And he did it himself. So give your friend a pat on the back, give yourself a pat on the back, being a top friend. I'm not going to take any credit for that. And you know what? If I got that wrong, bad for me because I'm a SEN teacher. I should be getting those things right. So good. Scarlett Lockwood says, I think it depends on the students if teachers know how students are like with the comps. Yeah, I do agree that competition should stay because it encourages participation. Yes. Can I get a shout out, please, Tommy? Farmer Joels. How you doing there? I've just read that. Hyper says, Tommy, has anyone in your class been talking about South Park now? Kind of my school, just South Park now. No, I mean, I don't think my students. I'll ask them tomorrow. Have I missed something on South Park? I mean, South Park's been around since I was obviously your guys' age. When I was like 10, it was so groundbreakingly shocking at the time. It's brilliant, but I don't know what's happened now, so I can't vouch for it now. But back in my day, it was quality. It is quality. I think that teachers need to start realizing not everyone is competent. Sorry. Rebecca says, I think that teachers need to start realizing not everyone in competitive is competitive. Not everyone is competitive. And perhaps in PE, doing non-competitive game and a competitive, God, it's so hard for me to read. A competitive one, so people don't get mad at anyone else, as some are more relaxed. I have struggled to read that because of my dyslexia. I think it's so hard to read all the little bits there. I do apologise. I kind of get that. Yeah, you want to like a relaxed one. I get that, but then I want to take you then from that group and then eventually move you into the competitive group so you could get that little edge, win-lose thing. I totally get it. I like that idea. I like that approach. I might actually implement something similar. I might have done something similar before, Rebecca, but I do like that. I kind of like, we're practicing over here. We're still learning. We're intermediate level. Over here, come on then. Let's see what you're about. I kind of get that. I like that idea. I'll take that one on board. Hey, Uncle Tom. How you doing, Finbot? How you doing, mate? Hope you're keeping well. Good to see you. I didn't know if you were up because it's school night, so I didn't want to get told off. But how you doing, fella? Hope you're doing well. Big love to you. Can you say my name? Everyone says my name differently. It's, well, now, a lot of people would say Sarah, but some people say Sarah. Now, Sara, I would say is a Sarah. So I'm going to say Sarah. How you doing, Finny? I think Melanie says, I think that people don't always like doing PE. So when teachers, specifically PE teachers, start shouting, saying, you have to do it, isn't fair. I agree with this. And also, they should give us options. Now, I'll tell you one thing. I don't think teachers should say, you need to do this, you need to do that. I don't like any PT shouting. I don't think I've ever shouted at a student to participate ever. I have a really good way of doing, I think, my lessons where I can get full participation in a session. No matter what it is, I will get the student to do something rather than sit watching. I can't tolerate sitting watching when it's a P lesson unless they've got a really good reason. But I would never shout at a student. So I do agree with you on that point. So yeah, really, yeah, good shout, yeah. But yeah, I mean, PTs shouldn't be shouting at you ever. You're absolutely right about that. So yeah, well said, well said. This is totally out of the subject, but my favourite sport would have to be eating. Jokes is football. I like that. I like that a lot. So Dequa Omar. It's encouraged people to know people what winning and losing is. Yes, I do agree. And also they should giving you options in PE is good. You could do like a circuit training, couldn't you? Like today you've got this and that. Now I negotiate my students a little bit. I say like, so I plan 3 weeks. Every 3 weeks we have two sports per session. So 3-hour lessons. So we'll have one sport for the first half, mini break, and one sport for the other, training around those, and obviously 2 games. And I would say, so I do 3 weeks of badminton followed by 3 weeks of football, right? So that's in that session. So they're like blended in. So I tell my students in 3 weeks' time, I'm going to do a different sport. What sport would you like to do? So I like that. They take control of the syllabus a little bit and they feel they've got a bit of ownership and they've got a bit of control. And they also know what's coming. So I do like that approach. Good shout. How's your day going, Noodles? It's been a tricky day. It's been a very tricky weekend. We've had lots going on in our household. But the main thing is everyone's well and safe and happy in that sense, but lots going on. But yes, all good. But I always like to tell people honestly how I am. You can say D. It's easier to say. I know. I tried to say. I want to say your name properly though. D. It is though. Sorry if I said it wrong. Sometimes competitions can be intense. Yes, they can. They can. Laura says, I think you should put them in teams. Hear me out. I'm listening. Because like I've always had it, like first, second, and third in my school. No one loses losing don't exist, because if you participate, it's like winning. Because I think I've got what you're trying to say there. I think you should put them into teams. I like to put them into always I put them into teams, and it's got to be fair. Tommy, can you do a Q&A live? I believe I am, buddy. I think this is a Q&A live, but go ahead. I wish we had more competition at my school. That was from Finley. Okay, now I agree. I think more competition is really good. I think there's a way you can teach people to be really good winners. So when you win, be gracious. Don't rub it in people's faces. And also how to be really good at losing. So you're saying, well done to the players. Take it on the chin. Try not to cry about it. That can be a tough one. I mean, I've done that many a time if I've lost to like my sisters. I mean, that is heartbreaking. Probably the worst thing ever when you lose to a sibling. I'm not going to lie. It's the worst when your sibling beats you at something. But I made sure that never ever happened again. My sister never beat me at Monopoly ever again. In fact, we haven't played it for about 15 years because I basically bought everything. My sister Kelly was like, screamed through to my dad saying like, Tommy's like buying all the places. He's buying like Mayfair and Park Lane. She basically said, if you buy one more thing, I'm not playing. I bought something. And she said, Dad, he's bought everything now. He said, what's the whole point of the game? To monopolise. She threw the board in the air. True story there, Finley, about your mother. But yeah, never lose to your siblings. But yeah, you've got to be really good with how you cope with winning and how you cope with losing. You've got to be gracious either way. But I do think it's good to prepare students for it. And a lot of you are saying that. Bombastic side-eye. Rebecca says, my teacher takes our little friends group and puts us in rough teams of different abilities so we can have fun and there's not too much contest against friend group and makes it more enjoyable. Rebecca, I think your teacher's got a really good angle at doing this, mainly because you're all participating. I've got a lot of time for PE teachers who can get an entire class to participate. Not an easy thing to do, but your teacher sounds aces. Tommy, can you do a Q&A live about yourself? You don't have to read it out though. I can do. I just didn't want to bore people about talking about myself. I think people come here for the videos, but I also like to give this platform, the live, a time for you guys to talk and hear your say. If you want to talk about my content on my YouTube Shorts, or what I'm doing across my social medias, that's fine. But I just like to hear what you guys think of my stuff. But I don't want to do anything about me too much. But if you guys want me to, I will happily do it, no problem. But I like to give back to you guys, so you guys can have a little bit of a platform. What was your least favorite lesson at school? My least favorite lesson at school probably was geography. Just couldn't get into it. I had some great geography teachers though, so nothing against the teachers. I just couldn't really get it. So yeah, geography. I could have been better at geography, really. What's to say? Your videos about year 6 in assembly are realistic compared to my school. Oh, good. That's what I like. Tommy, I've been sub since 100k. Will you answer my questions? Here we go. Will you ever quit YouTube? No. Why would I? I love YouTube Shorts. I'm here for forever. Melanie says my teacher definitely doesn't like me because he doesn't put any of the girls. When they're friends, and it's not fair because the boys are always favoritized. There is only sports trips for the boys. Wow, there's lots going on at your school that you're not happy with, isn't it? I think you need to bring it up. I think you need to talk to your tutor and say how you feel, because this then can't get raised. Maybe you'd get a chance to hear back from the teacher itself, because your form tutor might not tell that it's specifically from you to the PE teacher. So it can kind of protect you. So my form group talked about PE, and they felt that the boys are favoured a bit more. Why is it the boys can go into, is this happening? Rather than it saying she said this and they said that. So your form tutor can voice your opinion a little bit and say how you feel. I think there are certain sports where boys and girls don't mix. To a certain point, I think when you get to a certain age, you have to be very careful about the physical disability, the physicality of people. You do need to be careful. Like football's the one you don't see sort of mixed football much internationally, so you do have to be very careful with that. But other ones I think work really well. At track and field, when you see the mixed relays, I love that. I think it's a really good combination. That's where it works. Tennis doubles, that's a good one. Badminton, other things. But when you're mixing invasion games, you have to be very, very careful. There is a good sport called korfball where they do mix people, but that's kind of like a netball type thing, so there's no real physical contact. So I do think there's that edge there. What's your opinion on that? Do you think there should be more sports where male and female can participate? Should we have a football league where you've got pro football players, male and female, participating together? What do you think? Doesn't matter what I think. What do you think? Should we be mixing up more? Quick question for you about your YouTube Shorts. How do you relate so well to all our lives? People forget, right? A, I'm a teacher, but B, I used to be a student. I know I look old. I'm 35, but it hasn't been that long. I worked at summer camp. So when I finished high school, I then went for 2 years. About 2 years, I did landscape gardening. Lovely company I worked for called The Right Design, but I just wasn't strong enough for it. They gave me so many great opportunities, training, everything, but I just couldn't keep up, and I wasn't ready for it. So I went to school about a year after that and volunteered at school at the age of, 17, 18. So 17, 18 years. I then went straight back into a primary school working, and haven't stopped being it. So I've been at school most of my life. That's how well I relate to you, because I've worked in primary schools, I've worked in middle schools, high schools, and other schools as well. Now I work in a special needs school. So I've worked in so many different areas, so I know how to relate. Plus, YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, and TikTok all show us these things as well. We've all seen and loved. I have a lot of anxiety about school and learning. Where's that question just gone? Do you have any tips to help my learning skills? I have dyslexia. Yeah, I think fidget toys are going to be a really good thing. Appropriate amount of time where you can have a break, so you can rest your hand, your mind. Maybe like I'd do for you, like a 20 or 15-minute work rate. 15 minutes, 20 minutes straight into the books, getting on with it. No chatting, getting on with it. Don't get distracted. And then a 5-minute little cool break where you can have a little walk. Maybe you need to go on your phone or whatever, just so you can have those breaks. If you're working on a computer, 20 minutes on the computer, then 5 minutes go for a walk, fresh air, come back. So I would do that. Something to fidget with while the teacher's talking, which is low level noise, but at the same time, so check out Miss Ben. She does those great fidget stuff. So things like that. But it all comes down to an EHCP review meeting. So if you've got an educational healthcare plan, we can have a look at these things and set up appropriate ways in which you can be sorted out in those sessions. Mr. Herringbone, thank you so much. £5. I really appreciate that. It's lovely, lovely donation. $5, I should say. I'm the son of Elon Musk. I have $69 billion. Do I need to go to school? Yes, you do. Elon Musk, I'm sure. And if that is true, hello, Mr. Herobone. If that is true, I would say you absolutely, because did Elon go to school? I'd imagine he did. So he built up an education. I think anyone from a really super rich family would say that they would want you to get the most out of life by going to school. Otherwise, you wouldn't appreciate these things. I'm sure any rich person is like, I want my kids to live well and live healthy and have all the nice things. Of course they do. I want to provide that to my kids. But at the same time, you also want them to learn a valuable lesson about education, working hard, 9 to 5, those kind of things. Ups and downs as well. It's not true. I was just testing you. Well, you tricked me. Thank you for the $50 as well. Thank you so much. It's so kind of you to do that. You constantly donate, and I really appreciate your support on the channel. Thank you so much. It's very kind. And I appreciate any of you liking this page right now, chatting. Thank you. Greetings again from Germany. Guten Tag. Guten Tag. Tommy, do you think that height, height, we've got a height question. I think I know where this is going. Is this about basketball? Where's that question gone? Oh, I've lost your question. You might have to do it again. You are so inspiring. Thank you so much. I've lost your question. Whoa. What is 1 + 1? See, every time people say what is 1 + 1 on it, I always get it wrong. I'm going to say 2. I feel like you're tricking me there, Ms. Herobone. I feel like you're tricking me. Thank you so much for the donation again. So kind of you. We've got $11 now. £11. Amazing. Can you please make a video of a popular girl being best friends with a boy nerd? Yes, I have done ones like that. I will do that again. Do not worry. I'm your biggest fan. Please mention me. In fact, I did that in a very recent YouTube short. Please go check it out. It's when the A-star student has been asked to move up another year group because of their intelligence, and the person missing the most is the popular girl. I have already done it. I have SATs coming up. Good luck with your SATs. Take it easy. If it's year 6, nothing to worry about. Year 9, bit of revision. Relax. It's all good. It's just to see where you are, get you ready for those set groups, okay? You'll be fine. It's mainly to see how the school's getting on as well. Take it in nice and slow. Talk to your teachers about how you're feeling, what you could get out of them. Ask them about the work that you need to work on the most, perhaps. What made you decide to start? So YouTube, TikTok, all that lockdown. I just started through lockdown and people started to see what I was about. And yeah, I thoroughly appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you for asking that question. So yeah, I've been doing peaches. Love you. Sorry, someone asked me to sing Peaches. Coming from Montana. Fantastic. Tommy, can you read this, please? How do I revise efficiently? As you may tell, I'm lonely. How do I fix that and stress? How do I stop that? Cool. Lots of questions there. The lonely gamer. I would say you need to have a sit down with your form tutor immediately. Maybe even speak to your parents. Come off this. Go downstairs, talk to your parents about how you are feeling right now in your life. Say things that you want to improve on. The fact you've been on Citizen platform right now is a big, big thing. But even bigger is taking that forward step by saying, you know what? I'm going to put that phone down now. I'm going to go talk to my family and I'm going to talk about these things that are on your mind. I think your mental health is most important. You can forget revision. You can forget Jesus. You can get it all. Because if you're not sound of mind, what's the point? You're not going to do your best, are you? Okay? And you can always retake them. You can always retake them. So, but there is time. There's still time. If you've not been revising, there is still time for you to get into the books and learn what you need to do. So it's not over yet. But I would speak to your form tutor and I speak to your parents and go through a little list of things that mean the most to you. What's the most important thing for you right now? That needs to be number 1. You know, your peace of mind, talking to people, making friends. Let's get that up there. Number 2, revision. Fine. That's none. That's 2. You've got to prioritize things. I'm his real biggest fan. Yes, Thomas and Trackmaster is calling himself one of my biggest fans. He really is. On YouTube Shorts, he is one of my biggest fans. There's no doubt. Now, I am a bit biased. But yes, it's true. In my GCSE, some people ran away crying when they saw the paper. I'm so sorry to hear that. Wow. Thank you so much for that donation. 1, 2, buckle my shoe, Mr. Herobone. 15 with $11. Thank you so much. That's so kind of you. Thank you. I really do appreciate it. I actually don't know what I've done to deserve your kind generosity. Let me know what I'm doing. And I thank you so much, but please let me know what I'm doing to even deserve this. Thank you. Has a janitor ever walked in? Right, I've got to tell you story time. My boss walked in on me on Friday and she was going to have a meeting in that very room I was using. So the set that you see, She has been using that lately, and I swear she's doing it on purpose. I swear she's doing it on purpose. She walked in and went, hello, hello, hello. What are we doing? And she looked and went, it's past the hour. It's past the hour. Literally a minute ago, we finished. And she's like, well, it's very good. Yeah, I'll give you that. But I need to. I said, but I've got your room down. Can you use the room next door? She said, yeah, I can use the room next door. What are we making? I was like, oh, you'll see. You'll see. I'm sure I will. So, oh my goodness. I was dressed as, I put the old shirt over the top with my hair, all dolled up. She's like, what is this sketch? When different types of teachers. Anyway, needless to say, it was embarrassing. There you go. But the cleaners, we're like this. They are like, they're tops of me. The cleaners and I get on really well. Trust me, I've done more embarrassing stuff. The cleaners have seen a lot, right? Nothing dodgy, but like walking in on me doing a speech. I was in the sports hall once, dressed. Oh, I can't even go there. It's happened so many times, guys. You look at how many YouTube shorts I've made so far this year, right? Since October, since joining. I've made a lot. And I can tell you, 1 in 10, someone always walks in. I'm in a very popular room. Very annoying.
Tom, sorry. What time will you be dropping the tomorrow? 8 or what?
Yeah, 8, yeah, I can. Yeah, I'm just gonna. I'll finish this and I'll come and talk to you about it. I promise. Can you do a POV, our drama teacher, and see what people see? Two people flirting with each other. Romeo and Juliet POV. Your Janet is listening to all of your Year 6 drama. I have done a POV about that, Melanie. But if you like that, I'm really glad to hear that. Yeah, I'll be able to drop her off on time to your mum's. Yeah, no problems. Have you ever? Oh, Mr. Airborne, thank you. If I could prove that I needed that I never touched a football, do you promise not to tell another soul what you saw? If you could prove I've never touched a football, do you? I don't know what to say about that. If you've never touched a football, that's good. Oh wow, guys, thank you so much. Purple Monk, thank you so much. No one else was in the room where it happened. No one else was in the room where it happened. I love that. A little bit of Hamilton reference going on. Is that a yes? No. Yes. I can prove that I never broke the law. I can't believe that. Yes. No, I can't promise that. Shocking, Mr. Airborne. Thank you so much for that kind donation again. Wow, thank you so much. So kind. It's incredible donations tonight, guys. Really, from bottom of my heart, thank you so much. I'm your biggest fan. Thank you so much. I know you are. We've met in person many a time, Thomas and friends, haven't we? Calling me out. I'm just going to go to Auntie Catherine, who is also watching this. Thomas Trackmaster saying he is my biggest fan. What would you say to that?
Oh, yes.
He's up there, isn't he? Will you be coming to Great Yarmouth Comic Con on June the 3rd? It's June the 3rd, isn't it? June the 3rd. 11:30, I'm doing a Q&A. Will you be there, Thomas Trackmaster, with your parents, of course? Tommy, losers get bullied by the winners. Oh, I hope not. Not in my school. I would absolutely go crazy at people for bullying. So the only thing I do is when I win against my students, it does get like up and Larry. It's like, way, get in, because they do the same to me. That is very different. If students actually did like worse, like you're rubbish, you suck, all that, because no one ever does that. No, they'd be in a lot of trouble. I'm not a big fan either, but I'm not gonna win my friends anymore. And I can't even tell you what I'm doing because it's just a joke. I just want to make sure that I have friends. That's good. Keep your friends. If you and your friends have a good rapport, that's good. Take your glasses off. We want to see your beautiful eyes. No one wants to see those eyes. I'm like Medusa. You turn to stone. Yeah, apart from I've got the snakes coming out here, I've got the wild hair. Hello, please respond. Are you live daily? Not normally. Do you guys want me to go more live daily? I try my best. It's been a great Q&A. We've got a minute left before I end the show. This has been a really interesting chat with you guys. I'm going to do this on my other socials. Whoa, Laura Stronach. How you doing? You don't need to keep doing this. It's so kind of you. Thank you so much for your donation. Thank you. Hi from Frankie and the Hobbit Squad. Shall I tell you the winners and losers from your challenges last night? You've definitely lost every challenge, right? No, you lost by having to do all those crazy challenges. So Laura was doing a shift with these wonderful, wonderful children that she works with at hospital. And to make the night go quicker and fun, I said to them, right, give your nurse more work, because that's what the NHS nurses need, even more work. That is not true. Pay them. There we go. We said it. But I had to pay £1 each time I lost. Wow. So that your shift is ruined. So she made no money last night. So not only did the government get a lot, the children, hey, but at least it went to the kids, man. I had to pay £1 each time I lost. The crew wanted Finley and Finbar's Force to have the pounds. That is such a wonderful thing. Finbar's course. Yes, guys. Finbar's course is such a big, big thing. Guys, please donate to Finbar's course. Absolutely. It's such a big one, isn't it? So well renowned as well. It's great. The more people know about it, it's brilliant. How did I watch 2 in a row? I don't know. Right, guys. We are coming to the end of the show. We've had 30 minutes. I always do about a 30-minute live. No more, no less. Because the quality, the content's been good. So let me know in the comments if you are coming to this a bit late and you're re-watching this. Do not worry. I really appreciate if you do watch the whole show. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But let me know in the comments, because I do go through them. Competition in schools, winners, losers, is it a good thing to have? Yeah? Or is it not? Does it prevent you from playing? Do you think it's going to prevent others from playing? Or do you think winning and losing is going to help you have more moral fiber? It's going to help you go, you know what? I lost that, but now I want to win that. It's going to make me go further. It's going to help you in life when you perhaps go for a job interview and you do get it, great, and you don't get it, but you ask for feedback. You always ask for feedback in interviews. So what do you think? Let us know if you're watching this back. It's really good to hear. We're going to finish with a few closing comments from you guys. Anna says your live streams are amazing and I always enjoy them so much. Well, Anna, that's such a kind comment. You know, I've had a lot of donations tonight, but it's just as equal as hearing nice things like that. So thank you so much for the donations, by the way, guys. I can't thank you enough. I always say thank you. I'm very grateful. Very grateful. But thank you so much for your awesome content and hard work. Have a great week. Anna, I will. Thank you for that. That really does help, those kind of kind comments. Lane, how you doing? You should go live more, but it can't end up being stressful going live daily. Maybe you could schedule your streams. I shall schedule them. The reason I don't schedule them as much as I should do is because my kids. So when I come home, my wife's had a long day. She does a part-time job. I say part-time job. She's basically working a full-time job anyway. She comes home, looks after kids. She's doing all that. So she needs time to relax. I need to then get the kids to have a bath. I like to spend time with the kids, and then I put them to bed. Now, judging on how their day is, I don't know what time my kids are going to go down. So I did this. I used to do this on my other social media. I once scheduled a live, and then I got told off by the social media, not YouTube. It was another social media platform. They said, well, if you do that again, you know, you could get a ban. I was like, oh, it's not my fault. So I wrote to them and said, have you not heard when children wake up? So I haven't scheduled them, but I might start to do it on YouTube because I think I've figured out a time where I can. I might go for like an 8:45 because most of the time my kids are down by then. So I will look at that. Thank you so much. What Hogwarts house am I? I'm going to finish with this one. Everybody who knows my channel right now, what is my favorite house? And you can tell by the tie wear in all of my YouTube shorts. What is my house? Come on, people, shout it out. If you know Tommy, teacher Tommy T well, you know my content well. What is my favorite house? Rebecca knows. Slytherin. Absolutely, the Slytherin crew are in the house. I'm Slytherin all the way. We've got a Gryffindor fan saying, he's a Slytherin. I don't want to talk about it. It's his one weakness is the fact he's a Slytherin. Can I just remind you, Harry Potter was a Slytherin. And don't come at me with that. You all know he was going to be Slytherin because he goes, don't be Slytherin, don't be Slytherin. Don't. His whole family was, you know it. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. Do I prefer coffee or tea? I'm a tea person. I can't stand coffee. I'm totally against teacher breath with the coffee breath, so I don't do it. I was always scared if I turned to a teacher, I'd be like, hello. So yeah, tea. Tea. Milk and 2 sugars, if you're asking. Take care if you're Hufflepuff, Gryffindor, Slytherin, Ravenclaw, whatever you are, because people are now staying in their houses and I don't want people to get... It's okay. Be who you want to be. Big shout out to the Hobbit crew and Frankie and Laura and the amazing Laura, the nurse over there. Thank you, Mr. Herabine. Thank you so much for your donations. Thank you. Anyone else who's been donating tonight, thank you. Have a fantastic week if I don't see you. Hopefully I will be again. And we'll have new and more questions coming at you. The next live show, brace yourself, is weird, strange, whatever you want to call them, crazy, unfair school rules. And I want to know them. Don't name your school. But say, at my school, One of the strangest rules was ... Or at my school, one of the most unfairest rules we ever had was ... Or one of the best rules were ... I want to know them all. So next show is all about school rules. Strange, not strange, weird, crazy. Let me know. We'll see you then. Catch you on the fly. Take care, guys. Thank you so much for a great show. Bye, 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 bye.